It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? Showtime, Geno Jones, showtime. I'm coming to you live Monday through Friday. It's Thursday today, so Friday is tomorrow. No live show. We kick off this long Labor Day holiday weekend. They say it's the end of summer. I don't know about you all, but I'm going to keep this party going. I'm going to keep this summer thing going on. But normally Monday through Friday, new start time. Well, kind of relatively new. Maybe if you've been on vacation, you haven't watched the show, maybe in a couple months because you've been in the south of France and all over. Maybe you went to Alaska or down in the Caribbean, wherever, Maui, who knows, Pango, somewhere in the South Pacific, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Hello, Chicago. Stand up, Mayor Brandon Johnson. Even though you from the West Side, it's still Chi-Town. South Side, West Side, you standing on business, live in Los Angeles and Las Vegas, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Tell everybody to subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe. I'm like 90. Let's see here. What was it? I think the last number. I'm like 90, somewhere around it, like only 90 away from becoming a YouTube partner. That means that YouTube will monetize my media company and it will monetize my channel. So I'll get that YouTube bag. I think they do it every month. Also, please support Black-owned media. I'm going to give you my Cash App and Zelle toward the end of the show, but it's just Zelle, my email address, GenoJonesShow@gmail, GenoJonesShow@gmail, no the. And Dad G. Jones. That's all one word, Dad G. Jones and Cash App. We'll come back. I want to shout out, we got a brand new sponsor. Not totally brand new because she's been a sponsor for the entire month of August. Really started in July. Courtney Johnson, COJO, Kojo, LLC.com. You're looking to buy a home, looking to sell a home. You need some advice about buying or selling a home. You got a brand new business and you need insurance. She's a real estate and a commercial insurance expert. So you maybe you have a business, you're about to start a business, you're an entrepreneur, and you're like, okay, I got a business, but don't I need insurance? Yeah, you do. She can tell you all about that. And today is, once again, Courtney's Corner. So twice a month, at least twice a month, we have Courtney's Corner, and Courtney's got somebody else with her in Courtney's Corner. I'm excited for you all to meet her and to see Courtney back on camera. And we thank you, Courtney, for being a sponsor of the Geno Jones Show. So listen, it is a Labor Day holiday weekend. No live show Friday. We've had some great episodes, so I want you to make sure that if you missed any episode this week, last week, this month, this year, last 4.5 years, because October 1st, 5 years. It'll be my 5-year anniversary, so I got to do something really big. 5 years starting this show. The pandemic was just getting started, October of 2020. And here we are 5 years later because of you, right at approaching 1,000 new subscribers. And I did it from scratch. I didn't have no big celebrity shout outs. I didn't have nobody with like 1 million YouTube subscribers like, yo, y'all need to go support my man Geno. I did this straight like there's a rap group, old school rap heads, you all Clips, grinding. They had some grinding. Your man was grinding, baby. But you know, I'm glad it went that way because you know when you really gotta work hard and like bust your ass and you watch something being built literally from nothing, the sense of accomplishment is incredible because you're like, man, I did this. I can do anything. Which is us. So before I bring on my guest, I've had some intense monologues. It's a crazy time, so I'm going to encourage everybody, hey, listen, unplug. Unplug from the news, unplug from the madness, unplug from Orange Hitler, and unplug if you can. Shout out to my folks in D.C. who are standing on business. I'm a little concerned about Mayor Bowser. I know you're in a tough situation, but sometimes you got to stand on business. When you're in a leadership position, it's not about you. It's like the folks that depend on you. So, you know, sometimes you got to get out there. It's like, okay, y'all, you can do what you want to do with me. I'm not scared, never scared. But what you're not going to do is you're not going to harm my people. But that's a whole different conversation. But speaking of people, we're all we got. But we are all we need. And we got everything we need. And if you don't believe me, ask Target. Ask the former CEO of Target. Oh, I'm going to keep talking about that every day. By the way, release them Epstein files, okay? Do that. Let's do that. All right? And this madness, basically trying to sick the U.S. military on their own citizens. Got families, they got cousins and brothers and sisters and grandparents and moms and dads and aunts and uncles. Listen, I'm going to say this and I'm going to bring on my guest, because you can go back and look at my monologues and I go into this in depth. But the one way to get people's attention with money and power, I don't care, they can be the most racist, they can be the most bigoted, hate-filled, Nazi, Ku Klux Klan minded, fascist, misogynist, sexist, homophobes, even them. The one way you can get their attention, you start digging in them pockets. I mean, dig so deep in them pockets till you stick a hole in it and your hand come through and you can touch the ground. Dig in them pockets, and I promise you, you'll be surprised. Folks will be like, if you dig deep enough, I promise you, if you dig deep enough, yes, even the white nationalists, even the most hateful, bigoted folks will be like, hold on. I don't like you in words, but man, y'all messing up my, oh, now you want to talk. Okay. You want to talk now? No, time out for talking. Just ask Target. We control over $2 trillion with a T, you all. Just Google how much $1 trillion is. $1 billion is more than you can even imagine. You start running out of zeros. And trillion, $2 trillion. Man, we come together, and it's not going to be everybody. It's not. We don't need everybody. We just need enough to like-minded. It is humanity against inhumanity, and humanity is going to win out. Love is going to win out over hate and tolerance and inclusiveness and inclusion is going to win out over bigotry, hatred, and fear. Even though hatred and fear and misogyny and sexism is big business, so can love and compassion and humanity and empathy. So it's going to win out. But sometimes you just got to use what you got. And you don't have to have it. Maybe you just got a little money, not much at all. When we come together, as I bring on my guests, I'm going to refer back to this scene, the movie, like the original movie Soul Food. And Big Mama, she was talking about, because they were fighting, the family was fighting. They was like, listen, she said, like when family is spread out and scattered, they don't have any power. They're weak. She said, but when you take those fingers and you bring them together and you close that fist, you got a lot of power. And we got a lot of power. And those of us, like I said, that see humanity in each other, we see our humanity in any other human, any other person that has a sense of compassion. And in spite of what Elon Muskrat, with his little punk ass, when he said, oh, empathy is a weakness. No, anybody that says empathy is a weakness, they are weak, among other things. Humanity, compassion, empathy, morality, character, that's a superpower. So remember, we are all we got. But we are all we need, and we got all we need. Speaking of, we got all we need. I got Joe LLC, the CEO, ladies and gentlemen. Today, Thursday, Courtney's Corner. She's on with a guest. Once again, I want to thank Courtney Johnson and CoJoeLLC.com. Also, 843-543-4022. You can call her, so you can go new school or old school, but she'll tell you all about that. There you go, on camera, ladies and gentlemen. Just want to make you see those beautiful black queens, billion-dollar smiles from both of them. It is time for Courtney's Corner with our special guest. Hello, family. How we doing there?
We're doing good. We're doing good. We're excited. We're excited. It's our very first guest in
I
Courtney's
love it.
Corner.
So please don't be selfish. Share. Let us know who this beautiful queen is on the show.
Okay, so we said we were going to have some real talks. We said we are going to have some real people on Courtney's Corner, and we surely do. Today is my real best friend, Sweetie George Boho, and I couldn't think of a better person to come on, especially as it's still Black Philanthropy Month, and wanted her to talk a little bit about her program and some of the things that she does just out of the goodness of her heart. As you mentioned, Gino, we're all we got, and she's making sure all we got is what we get, which is good. So excited to have her
Well,
on
hi,
today.
sweetie. How are you?
Hi, Geno.
Yeah,
How are
listen.
you?
Please, thank you. I want to thank you for coming on. So please allow me to do that to thank you. And I want to thank Courtney, but she spoke highly of you. So full disclosure to my viewers out there. Oh, by the way, people who watch me on a regular basis, you understand that I have a chat room. As a matter of fact, let me click a button. Um, so if you are watching, if you got a question for Courtney or for Sweetie, jump in my live chat room and post. You got a question, you got a comment. I got some birthdays I got to shout out toward the end of the show. One big one, and also I want to honor the memory of Emmett Till. I'll talk about that toward the end of the show. But if you got a question or comment, you can leave your comments in the comment section, but put your question in the chat room, and I will read it on the show. So I asked to start off. I said, is Sweetie? Is that like your is it a government name? Did your mom name you Sweetie? You said yes. So I said, save the story for when we go on camera. So if you don't mind, I'd love to hear that story.
Well, I would first like to say thank you for having me on your show. It is certainly an honor. I want to thank you and Courtney as well for just extending the invitation to be on the show. And yes, Sweetie is on my birth certificate. It is actually my middle name. And I have two people that always like to take credit for it, and that's
In it,
my
in it
aunt
always two.
and my
In it always
grandmother.
two.
Always.
Only two. Not even my
What?
mom. It's not even
Oh
my mother.
wow.
It's my aunt and my grandmother.
Well,
So,
grandma can always
but
call
I
rank,
told them,
even over mama.
Well, this is
Because
true.
grandma can be like, well, girl, I brought you
true.
here.
This is true. This is true.
So either way, either one, I always tell them, well, thank you. I appreciate it because I
I
love
love
my
it too.
name.
That's good. Shout out to grandma. All right, all right. That's beautiful. Shout out to grandma. Shout grandma and mom out.
They're awesome women, so I love
What's your
them
name? Shout them
dearly.
out. Yeah, shout them out.
Oh, Eugenia Harris and
All
Charlesetta
right.
George. My grandmother is Eugenia Harris, and my mom is Charlesetta
Y'all did a
George.
great job. Whoever came up with the name. Grandma said, look, girl, I brought you here.
Yes.
You brought her here. So I get the that's my baby.
Oh, she tells it. I'm her baby too. So you are absolutely
My
correct.
grandparents are like that with me. It's like, okay, you may have had them, but that's our baby right there. So, all right, this is so Courtney. It is Black
Yes,
Philanthropy Month, and I
it
didn't
is.
realize it was this month. I knew about it. So, why don't you start it off, and then just segue to Sweetie, and she can tell us about her what she's doing and all the great work she's been doing.
So the reason why Black Philanthropy Month is so important is because I think I dropped some stats last time on the call in regards to just 12% of all charitable giving in the US is directed towards Black communities, while Black Americans represent approximately 14% of the population. So there is a gap. And so when you mention we're all we have and all we are going to get, we've got to do something to bridge the gap. And that's what made me think of Sweetie. Sweetie's always thinking of something from the heart and something that is intentional in helping to bridge that gap. So, and knowing my best friend had this Feed 'em Fridays, I had to bring her on so she could talk a little bit about what inspired her to launch it and, just how it's going. And so I wanted to throw it to her to talk a little bit about that.
Freedom Friday. I love that. So I
So
can't wait to hear that story. I love that. Freedom
yes.
Friday.
No,
Oh,
feed
feed 'em.
them.
Feed 'em
Feed 'em
Feed them
Friday. Oh yeah,
Friday.
thank you.
Fridays.
Feed 'em.
Feed 'em
Feed
Friday.
'em.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm usually
Yes.
hungry, really
We
hungry on Friday, so feed me. So yeah, but please share the story, the origin story, and how you came up with the name and everything.
Okay, so Feed 'em Fridays came about. So as Courtney says, for me, there's a lot that I do, and I like to do it without telling anybody I'm doing it, helping. I've helped out a lot of people. I've paid some people bills, and I do a lot of it without my husband knowing. So,
I'm
Until
I'm
um,
today.
out of that, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with that
Until
part
today.
of it. I'm staying out of that.
Until he sees this. Back to
true,
that real
but
talk. Till
but
today.
he knows, and he knows, where it's coming from, and is pretty much a place of love and giving back. So there have been over time a few instances where when I'm at the grocery store, I feel like God communicates to me and says, "Hey, pay for that person's groceries." I don't know what their circumstances are, but sometimes I think we all um, get the voice, and it's not of you, but when I hear that voice tell me to do something, I obey. And so over the years, I would just randomly go up to strangers and say, "Hey, can I pay for your groceries?" Well, last year it was a few conversations around inflation, the economy, and how expensive groceries were. And so I'm like, yeah, talking to these people, I said, "You're right." And then I have four sons. So, of course, in going to the grocery store, it costs a lot of money to feed a family of six. So I was at the store, and when I checked out and she rang me up, I said, "Oh my goodness, this is expensive," because my cart wasn't even full, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, wow, if I'm here thinking, oh my goodness, this is expensive, and I'm not wealthy, but I am blessed, and God has blessed us. So over the holidays, I got to thinking, I'm like, well, how can I give back to others who may just need a little assistance, need a little help? And if I'm able to just alleviate just a trip to the grocery store so it can provide food for their family and not have them stressed out about, oh, do I pay a bill or do I feed my family? And that's where I came up with Feed 'em Fridays. So Feed 'em Fridays is the third Friday of every month. What I do is it's on my social media and also word of mouth. So I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, but I also word of my mouth, just reaching out to people that I know, and I tell them every third Friday of the month, I'm looking for someone that I can bless with a gift card to a grocery store. So they just have to reach out to me, nominate someone, give me their name, email, phone number, and a background story about this person. Because for me, everybody at some point is going to need some help, and I feel like we have to help each
Absolutely.
other. That's how we're going to get through this life, is helping each other. And so when they send me the list of names, sometimes I might get one for the month. Sometimes I get multiple, and then I have to choose who gets the gift card. And then I contact that person, just, let them know someone thought of them and nominated them. And I just wanted to let them know that I am a real person, because I've had some people who might think I'm a scam, because you have somebody reaching out saying, "Hey, I want to give you a grocery gift card. So I let them know I am a real person and I just want to make sure all their information is correct. And then I just reach out to to them and let them know I'm about to send you, a gift card. Just make sure you're checking your email because it's an electronic gift card. And that's pretty much all that I need. And they're able to utilize the gift cards wherever they are. And it doesn't have to, I'm in the Charlotte area, but it doesn't have to be someone who's local to the Charlotte area. I've helped folks on um, in other cities in North Carolina. I've helped someone out of Chicago. I've helped someone out of Iowa. So my next recipient actually was nominated by Courtney. So she's going to be our September recipient, and she's in Charleston, South Carolina. So it's just a way to give back because right now with the economy, I feel like for a lot of people, everything's going up except for maybe their salary or their paycheck, right?
True.
Because absolutely everything is going up. So if there's any way I can give back and help them out a little and just be that sigh of relief, okay, I have this week or this month's groceries taken care of, and I can use that money towards something else, then I just want to be the vessel that God uses
Oh
to
my
give
God, my
back.
mother's watching, and even though she said hi, Courtney, and hi, Courtney's corner, but the last thing you said is something that my mother has taught me a long time ago, but she reminds me all the time. She'll say, Jeannie, when you allow God to use you as a vessel, to use you as a vessel to be a blessing to other people, your blessings will come down like raindrops from heaven. But I don't do it. I don't do it for the raindrops. I don't do it for my blessings. I do it because it was put on my heart. If God puts it on my heart to or sometimes I don't even realize, kind of in real time, I'll realize, oh God, I'm a vessel. It's not even me speaking. It's like that voice speaking through you
Absolutely.
to speak to somebody. Because God, my grandparents and my mother would say, God could use anybody as a vessel to get a message to you that maybe even people close to you in your family couldn't get your attention. So God knows, He knows how to get your attention. And the the, the most unrecognizable, unknown source. I'm sure a lot of people, like you said, when they get those emails, they're like, "Wait, who is this? This is." But you've allowed yourself to be a vessel. Courtney, I just had a couple quick questions for
Go
Sweetie.
ahead. Yeah, you're fine.
Have you ever heard from someone that you have blessed like that, and maybe they have called or emailed and said, you know what, you inspired me, and I decided to be a vessel and to bless someone else the way you blessed me. And for those who are watching in real time or watching the recorded, because every show is live like now, I record it in real time. So if you don't see the show in real time Thursday evening, you can watch it. You can binge watch it all weekend long. We got a long Labor Day holiday weekend. Uh, you've got the name of your nonprofit, or how can people support you financially who would like to kind of be a vessel by proxy, and they can just donate to you, and in
Aw.
turn, then you can go ahead and continue to bless people the way you have.
In all honesty, it's actually not a nonprofit.
Oh wow.
So, I am a realtor here in Charlotte, and I have volunteered like throughout my life doing different things, and this is just another way that I felt led as giving back to the community because oh my goodness, God has blessed me tremendously with the clients that He's put into my life and my path, and this is just something that He led me to do. So it's not really a nonprofit. It's just something that I'm doing
Wow.
personally.
That's even Well,
That's true Black philanthropy at its heart and its core. That's what Black philanthropy is for. It was initiated on. So it's a true
that
example of
is,
that.
yes, the that's the ultimate example, that the fact that you doing this out of your own pocket. But that's a great example that you're setting for everybody else. Ironically, so Courtney, I think you know because I did reach out to you, sweetie. I was just in your city over the weekend. I had a great time. There's the
Oh,
there's a Charlotte chapter of the National Black Radio Hall of Fame. I was honored by the Charlotte chapter of the National Black Radio Hall of Fame. Shout out to B.J. Murphy. I don't know how long
congratulations.
you've been in
Yeah.
Charlotte, but B.J. Murphy was, iconic, legendary radio personality. He used to do mornings on Power 98, you know, in the early
Yes.
2000s. And
Mhm.
Margaret C. Jones, she's the president of the Charlotte chapter of the National Black Radio Hall of Fame. And B.J. is one of the office holders in charge of membership. So I've known B.J. for a while. And I got a message through Facebook Messenger, and talking about how you think something may be a hoax. When I first saw it, he's like, "We want to honor you. This is the Charlotte chapter of National Black Radio Hall of Fame. We want to honor you." And I hadn't talked to BJ in a while, just because people are busy, and I was like,
Yes.
I had to look at it like 3 times, and I said, "Wait a minute, I got BJ's number. Let me call him." He was like, "No, man, it's not a hoax. No, we want to honor you." So we had a great time. Was just there like for a day. Got in Saturday, and then had breakfast, and then drove back on Sunday. But I've been to Charlotte a couple times, so it's a beautiful city, and it's only literally a 3
It
hour.
is.
Like it was 2 hours and 59 minutes from the hotel to my front door. So it's a real short, easy drive. But that is just that is so awesome. I love that story. When did you start, and uh, what do you remember, like the moment when it was placed on your heart, or your head and your heart, to want to do this? I'm sure there's a story behind it. If you don't mind, share that story, please.
Like I was saying, just being at the grocery store and going through and just thinking how expensive things were. And over the holidays, um, a lot of times I'll find a family to kind of sponsor like a meal or something. And so I started thinking, I said, instead of me doing this, here and there, this is something that I want to do on a consistent basis. And it was the holidays, and it just, God just put it on my heart. Like, this is what's needed. This is what you need to do. And I told my husband, I was like, I have this great idea, have this great plan for helping and giving back. And he's very supportive. So he said, I think you should go for it. I think you should do it. And I said, okay, I'm definitely starting the beginning of the year. So I actually started in January
Okay.
of this year. Yes. And so it's funny because my very first month, I put it out there on social media. I'm like, hey, I'm doing Feed 'em Fridays. If you all know of anybody, please reach out, let me know. No one reached out. And I'm like, well, I know there are people in need, but no one reached out. And I was just a little disappointed, but not too much, because there's a great organization that, I like to partner up with from time to time, Block Love Charlotte. Deb is the creator, the everything for Block Love. She started it. She helps with feeding the homeless and helping them find housing. She gives them food on a daily basis. She's out in the streets. And so I said, I have Deb. So I reached out to Deb and I said, hey, do you have anyone that you would like to recommend for a grocery gift card? She says, absolutely. I have a family. This family just had
Mm,
twin babies
mm,
and they don't have anything. And I said, I've got them. She said they need formula, they need diapers. So I actually sent everything to her, and she was able to get it over to the family, and they actually helped them. They found them housing for when she left the hospital. So when they went to their new housing, they had formula, they had diapers, and other items that the family
Wow.
needed. And that truly kicked off the first month of Feed 'em Fridays. And then after that, I started getting folks reaching out to
I
me.
love it. Courtney, it's Courtney's Corner.
Yes,
And so,
it's fine.
jump back in this conversation, but let me just say this.
It's fine.
Sweetie, just hearing you share this story, you are really restoring my hope and faith in humanity. I'm a glass half full kind of person. That's that
Me
mate
too.
Taurus energy in me. But you know, we got some different kind of energy. Um, we don't bother anybody towards we don't bother anybody. We are earth signs, so we love the earth, we love people, but the bull will gore you if you don't we don't bother nobody, so leave us alone. But we are very protective. But amidst the time that we are living in and through right now, just hearing stories like this, Courtney, just really is affirmation for me to continue to practice what I preach to everybody about leaning into our
Yes.
humanity and seeing our humanity in each other. I see my humanity in you, sweetie. I see my humanity in Courtney, and it's so important because as corny as it might. The truth is, we are all humans, and you would have thought COVID was kind of So I don't know. I'm praying God, please don't come up with a harder lesson, because you would have think after COVID that this little virus is like, I don't care about all your little divisions of made up constructs of race and religion, and this virus don't care about any of that. I don't care about how much money you got, your title. I don't care how many square feet your home has got, vacation homes, yachts, uh, stock portfolio, none of that. This virus didn't care about any of that. If you were just unfortunate, um, it got the best of you. So I thought that we would see our common humanity, but so Courtney, just jump me, but I just thank you, Courtney, for bringing Sweetie on, because
You're
I'm
welcome.
honest, and Courtney knows I'm pretty transparent. I don't lie because I would be a bad liar, because I got one of those very expressional. My face kind of tells. It's the tell. The expressions in my face, you can kind of like, okay, son, like. So, but it just hearing this story just it really restores my faith and hope in ourselves and each other, because we really are all we got. But we are all we need, and we got everything that we need. And you are just affirmation in the human form of what I'm saying. So thank you, and God, thank you for
Oh,
using
thank
Courtney as a vessel
you.
to
Yeah.
bring Sweetie on, just
Yeah.
to. And I'm sure there's some other people who watch the show on a regular basis, or maybe the first time, and they hear me say, "We're all we got, but we are all we need, and we got everything we need." It may just sound trite or cute and a slogan, and it is not. It's it's real. But
Israel.
sweetie, you are the living embodiment of that phrase. So thank Courtney.
Oh, thank you. And I
Go ahead,
will
jump back in. But
add
I want to
that.
thank Courtney for bringing, because she was excited. She told me I got somebody very special to bring on. So thank you, Court.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I only have one question left, sweetie, and I kind of want to end it with, what do you want people to experience when they do walk away with when they experience your Freedom Fridays? Like, what's that lesson you want them to have at the end?
Um, what I want them to have is just knowing that they are seen, they're heard, and they're loved, because somebody saw them to the point where they felt this person needs a blessing. So because so many times we're just going and going and going, and we don't we're not conscious of ourselves, and we don't know if we're being seen by others, which we are. And we tell our kids that all the time. You never
Ooh,
know
say
who's
that.
watching, so always be mindful of how you behave, how you act in public, out of public, but someone's always watching. So the fact that someone took the time to nominate somebody, I want them to feel like they're not forgotten, they're seen, and they're heard, and they're loved because somebody took the time out to nominate them, and therefore they're able to get this gift card to help towards it.
I love that.
That's awesome. I don't think of any other way to end it but with that thought of love and that gesture of love.
I
So
love that. Well, listen,
yeah.
sweetie, if you don't mind, do you want to share your social media platforms where we can follow you on social media? Because I got a feeling somebody's gonna watch this and they're gonna reach out to you on social media and say, "Listen,
Exactly.
I know you doing this. You ain't gotta tell nobody. It'll be in your message, or your DM is like, listen, can I sell you a cash app, my sister? I was really touched and moved by what you're doing. So I want to be a vessel and bless you. And you can go on and bless whoever you want to do it. So if you don't mind, you want to share your social media platforms where people can follow you and maybe message you?
Sure. So on IG, it's a little lengthy, but
No.
forgive me.
Listen, take your time.
Realtor
Listen. All right,
underscore.
this is that male Taurus ego is about to pop out. You see the name? That's the name on the show. Is my show. Is my media company. So you take as much time. Courtney knows you. Look, you take as much time.
Right.
The show's
Spell it
over
out.
when
Spell it out
we
if you
say
need
it's
to.
over. So you ain't got to rush. You take
Okay.
as much time as you want.
All right. So yes, on IG you can find me. It is realtor sweetie underscore George underscore Bohol. So that is REALTOR underscore SWEETIE underscore GEORGE underscore Behol BOHOL.
So if you live,
And
would you
then
finish your thought?
no, go ahead. What were
No,
you
well,
gonna
I'm good. No, I
what were
want
you
you to
gonna
finish your
say?
thought, and then I'll just follow up.
Oh, and then on Facebook it's just my name, Sweetie George hyphen
Behold,
Behol.
I'll spell that. Behold, the last name.
It is B as in Bravo,
And
OHOL.
since you're in Charlotte, so if you're
So
living in the Charlotte area, and she's in real estate, so if you're looking to buy a home or sell a home,
Yes.
they can contact you that way, correct? Beautiful.
absolutely.
And Courtney, since we're talking about you, listen, you're a real estate expert and commercial insurance expert. So listen, we got two. You can support both of these women. So Courtney,
Sure.
get everybody your contact information. Of course, I give it out part of the sponsorship, kojolllc.com, and I gave out the number. But you can let everybody know where they can also follow you and contact you, Courtney, on social media. And if it's anything I forgot, it's your corner. So make sure that we get it in the corner.
We got two things to get into the corner. So, Sweetie, I do want you to shout out your real estate, your information from the real estate perspective, because Sweetie is the #1 real estate agent in Charlotte,
What?
Oh
especially
my
in,
gosh.
Come
in the
on,
North
girl.
Carolina. And in North Carolina. So
And
she is
Courtney,
amazing.
Courtney, she being all modest
She's
about
taught me
it.
everything I know.
I'm glad you called her out. She would have never. She being all modest. She focused. Focused, and that's beautiful. That speaks to your heart and your spirit.
Yeah.
But listen, Muhammad Ali said it ain't bragging if you can back it up. So thank you, Courtney. I'm glad you big up there. Go on and do that
You're welcome. You
again,
can
girl.
check her in the Charlotte magazines, all the things talking about how what a #1 realtor she is. So she's amazing. Definitely look her up. So you've got to shout out your business. So shout out your business.
So yes, I am licensed in both North and South Carolina. I am currently with North Group Real Estate is the firm that I'm working with and I've been with for a while. But certainly if anyone is thinking about buying or selling, I can even give you my number. It's 704-287-5719.
Slow it down. Give it again.
Yes.
704-287-5719.
Come on, #1 in Charlotte. Come on, girl. I love it. She blushing, Courtney. Look at it. I see over there blushing.
Yeah, I know. But thank you. Thank you so much, Geno, for having us both. Again, you mentioned my real estate investment and some of the business entrepreneurship things that I do. I do have a home on sale and well, actually for rent in North Carolina in High Point. So check that out on Zillow, 227 Grand Street. Please go to Zillow.com and look at that house that's available for rent. And then other than that, I'm still doing my day job and traveling the world from an insurance perspective. I'm actually in Charleston today, so we'll try to keep track of where I am in the world as well. So thank you for having us on the show
and
today.
If you're looking to buy or sell a home also, you can contact Sweetie and Courtney at all the information, kojallc.com or 843-543-4022. Let everybody know where they can also follow you, Courtney, on social media.
Instagram is kojo.dreamhomes. That's IG at kojo.dreamhomes.
All right, so we're going to run it back in a couple of weeks after Labor Day. Courtney's Corner, I know you'll have, just listen, I mean, they say you never get a second chance to make a first impression, so you made a hell of a first impression. You know, your first guess, you like out the park, grand slam home run. So, but I'm always.
Could I add something? I just want to say that I truly appreciate Courtney for having me on, but her heart and the way she gives back is just as large, if not bigger than mine. So kudos to her and all that she does for everyone around her.
I approve that message and I co-sign it, as my grandmother say. I'm co-signing on that loan right here, right now.
Thank you. Now she's got me blushing.
Yes,
So thank
I love
you.
it. I love it. Well, listen, sweetie, thank you so much. Have a great Labor Day weekend, and we'll be sure once again let everybody know where they can contact you and not just follow you on social media, but like I said, if they're looking to buy or sell, please reach out to both of these beautiful Black queens. So, sweetie, give us that information one more time.
My number, if you're thinking about buying or selling, and if you want to nominate someone for a grocery gift card giveaway, it is 704-287-5719.
And Courtney, I talk about, of course, if people are looking to buy or sell, I want you to give that information once again. What if somebody's watching, they have a business, or they are an entrepreneur and they're about to launch or open a business, but they're like, wait a minute, my business, don't I need to have insurance? Please give the viewers some contact information if maybe they want to reach out to you because their business, either they got a business and it ain't insured, which is like not good, or they're about to.
Well, if you have a large business, if you have a really, really large business, over 50,000 employees, definitely reach out to me. If you have a smaller business also as well, I have some connections I can help you with, especially from the local Charleston area. So I've got quite a few contacts that can help you through your business process as well. And I can consult you on starting your business too. So I got you there too.
843-543-4022. Give me your email address, Courtney.
And Instagram, it is, let's do ccj33@hotmail.com.
Courtney's Corner, knocking it out the park. Her debut was like, I didn't know how she could even top the debut, but man, she done took it to the next level. You know, with that purple behind it, like Prince got that Prince purple going on in the background. Sweetie, thank you so much. Listen, you have a permanent home on this platform anytime that you want to come on and talk about your business or what you're doing, because you've inspired me. And I'm thinking about doing that. You know, when I'm able to. You know, sometimes it could just be, because I've actually done that a couple times, just in the grocery store, maybe somebody, I think one time it was like an elderly Black woman, you know, and I saw like my grandmother or my mother in her, and it was not much, but I guess she was looking for some money, trying to come up, because I guess it went over what she thought it was, and I just gave the cashier listen, just as a matter of fact, I said, look, just run the whole, forget what, just if you can reverse it, just put that on my card. So it's
Yes.
beautiful when you can allow yourself or I should say, to allow God to use you as that vessel. So thank you for that lesson and that inspiration. We needed it. And thank you, Courtney. Have a great weekend, ladies. So, Courtney, I know we'll talk after Labor
Thank
Day.
you.
And
Yes, we will.
sweetie, maybe next time I come to Charlotte, you know, we can get together.
Yes, let's get
Your
together.
husband and I can get Damaris, and then we can get we can share stories because I know what that's like when you're not told about stuff. That's kind of like norm. And so I'm a girl dance, so I grew up in a house full of women, and it was still a house full of women. So it's like my wife and my two daughters. So I'm used to kind of being like the last one. You know, I kind of almost wind up, they not really big on social media like that, but I kind of find out things. I just happen to overhear conversations on the phone. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not even in my feelings anymore. It's just standard operating procedure. So I know brother, I feel your pain, my man. So it's all good. All good.
He knows it's for a great cause.
Right. That's why I would be like, honey, look, do you, because you making us both look good. You making the family look good. So thank you. Thank you all so much. This is a great episode. So we got to make it go viral, Courtney and Sweetie. But thank you again. Have a great Labor Day weekend. And may God continue to bless and have favor on you and continue to allow yourself to be that blessing. That's why those raindrops have come down on you from heaven, because you have you have been a steward of his blessings on you. You understood that his purpose is not about us. Whatever your purpose is not about you. Your purpose is to bless others. That's what it's, man. And people figure that out. So, all right, enough. Thank you, ladies. Have a great weekend. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
That was so great. Let me get back on camera. I want to thank Courtney. Thank you, Courtney. To Courtney and Sweetie. That was such an inspirational story. Hopefully, it will inspire you to be that vessel to bless somebody. You know, it has to be much, whatever. Just if it's on your heart, if you could help somebody, maybe through this Labor Day holiday. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and especially you, God, most of all. Thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show. Now, Monday through Friday, normally Labor Day weekend kicks off. So Friday, no live show until Tuesday. So I need, I need this little break. I got to unplug like I told everybody to do earlier. But I'll be kind of critiquing myself. I'll go back and watch episodes just to critique, but I watch it to critique my performance, just because you can always get better and you can always learn. So I'm still a student, and I'm still growing and getting better as a host and everything else. But I just want you to enjoy. So you can make it a Geno Jones Show binge watch weekend. Tell everybody you know to subscribe to the channel. Let that be your call to action. Over this Labor Day weekend, 100 new subscribers will put me past 1,000. It means I'll become a YouTube partner. My show will. That means YouTube will monetize my media company and this channel. So that means I'll get some money from YouTube. That's what it really means. My company will. So, and it's so important that we support Black-owned media and Black-owned businesses and institutions. So thank you in advance. Speaking of support, you can, if you want to support the show financially, I thank you in advance, and thank you for allowing God to use you as a vessel to bless my media company so I can continue to bless others. You can use my email address, GenoJonesShow@gmail. That's how you spell Geno Jones, GenoJonesShow@gmail, or you can Cash App $Dad G Jones, all one word. $, capital D, lowercase a, lowercase d, capital G, capital J, lowercase O-N-E-S. $Dad G Jones. Shout out to Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. You can check him out on Instagram, IG, Kelby Cutting Up, KELBECUTTINUP. He is the CEO of Designer Cuts, the Master Barbers, Master Barber. Check him out on Instagram. The brother is cold-blooded. You can get in there and make an appointment. He's even got an app. You can download his app, Designer Cuts. So you can search that. He's on social media. Shout out to Allie Jones, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. LX.NCL_. Check out Allie Jones and her Lexi Jones collection. LX.NCL_. Have a great Labor Day holiday weekend. They say is the official ending of summer, the last big holiday of the summer. Yeah, in Chicago, probably so. As a matter of fact, I think summer ended early because I saw today or tomorrow's high is only 71 degrees. That's the shot. But don't worry, you'll probably get some 90-degree days in late September, maybe early October. Chicago's weather is crazy like that. But it's going to be nice here for a while. We're going to be in the mid-80s, so it's all good. So wherever you are, have a great Labor Day weekend. Please be safe. Spread love and light. And like Sweetie did, if you can allow yourself to be a vessel, to be a blessing to somebody else, maybe purchase that e-gift card and just send it to somebody. Maybe a total stranger. Let somebody, maybe somebody in your church, in your community, in your neighborhood, in your family, doesn't matter. Allow you to be that vessel that God uses to be a blessing to someone else. Thank you for watching, everybody. Don't forget, binge watch this show. Leave your comments in the comment section. Everybody, leave your comments in the comment section. Tell everybody to leave your comments. Please subscribe to the channel. Call to action. 100 new subscribers is what we got to have by next Tuesday. Share, copy, and paste the links. You can share the episode. You can tag it. Let's make this episode go viral. I absolutely, positively, unconditionally love you and you. God, most of all. We'll see you Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Thanks again, everybody. Enjoy.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.